You move down the aisle with purpose, scanning the shelf until you find the specific item you came for. We generally view ourselves as methodical shoppers. We assume we are constantly analyzing quality and weighing costs to make objective decisions that fulfill our practical needs. But in a market where dozens of products offer the same basic utility, high quality is no longer a guarantee that a customer will choose your brand. Behavioral research suggests human beings rarely act like cold, rational calculators when spending money. Modern business strategy has shifted to reflect this reality, evolving into a form of applied psychology designed to navigate our perceptions and silent biases. This psychological framing begins with how a brand positions itself within our daily lives. While we might claim to buy a product for its utility, our deeper motivations are often driven by a desire for status, security, or self-expression. When we are standing at the shelf, an immediate emotional response often carries more weight than a logical comparison of technical specs. To trigger these responses, brands use visual cues like color psychology, using blue for security or red for excitement, linking the product to an internal emotional state. These associations foster familiarity that solidifies into long-term brand loyalty and trust. A successful emotional brand strategy transforms the product into a tangible reinforcement of the consumer's own identity and lifestyle. This influence extends directly into the moment we look at the price. We tend to assume a price tag is a transparent reflection of labor, materials, and a fair profit margin. In reality, pricing is a psychological tool used to shape our perception of value, regardless of the actual production cost. Consider the anchoring effect. By showing a crossed-out price of $200 first, a business sets a high mental baseline. That initial number stays fixed in your mind, making the actual price of $120 feel like a significant gain rather than an expense. Reducing that total by a single cent to 99 exploits how we process numbers from left to right, making the price feel far lower than a simple 1-cent difference would suggest. These pricing maneuvers are designed to bypass our budgeting logic, reframing the act of spending as a win for the consumer. In the digital world, the sheer volume of choices can lead to decision fatigue, causing our attention spans to narrow. To help us navigate this, businesses use social proof to provide a shortcut for our decision-making. High star ratings and influencer endorsements manufacture a sense of safety, convincing our brains that a product is trustworthy simply because others have already validated it. Modern platforms use these behavioral patterns to personalize our feeds, often predicting what we might want before we've even consciously looked for it. In this environment, the feeling of making an independent choice is often the result of an engineered path designed by algorithms and social consensus. Our shopping habits are not the purely logical processes we imagine, but a complex intersection of emotional triggers and cognitive shortcuts. Because these psychological tactics are so effective at steering our behavior, the organizations that deploy them have a responsibility to use that power with transparency. The difference between effective marketing and manipulation lies in whether these tools are used to communicate genuine value or to exploit the psychological loopholes we've explored today. Recognizing these invisible patterns doesn't make us perfectly rational, but it allows us to see the nudge before taking the step. It gives us the opportunity to choose with a little more